Assalamu alaikum. It's nice to see you again as we continue to discuss how we can bring the divine characteristics of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala into our daily lives to improve our family relationships. The name we're going to discuss today is Al-Mudhil, which means the one who gives dishonor. In our last episode, we talked about how we can bring honor to our spouse, into our family lives, and what it means to honor our spouse. So how do we dishonor our spouses then, and what does that mean? We talked about empathy, we talked about service, and we talked about action as means to showing honor towards our spouse. We dishonor our spouses when those three elements are no longer in existence in our relationships. Early on in the marriage relationship, we'll often see that kindness runs rampant in the connection between husband and wife. So it's often a pleasure to be in service to spouse, to ask, what can I do? What do you need? How can I help? As we lose that sense of giving, we tend to lose the sense of honoring our spouse. The same goes in terms of empathy. If we are unable to empathetically understand our spouse, to live a day in our spouse's shoes, to understand where they are coming from and what they're feeling, we lose that sense of empathy and we dishonor our spouses. And finally, when we refuse to act, when we see that our spouse is going through hardship, difficulty, pain, feelings that are emotionally causing stress in the relationship or for the individual, when we refuse to act as a spouse, when we refuse to be there as a companion and a partner, then we are dishonoring our spouse. So I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Al-Mudhil implants within our relationships the ability to honor one another, because that's how the foundation begins for a strong couple that will build a strong family. Jazakumullahu khair for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you in our next episode as we continue to bring the divine into the daily. Assalamu alaikum.